Hello Nakamas, welcome to this new video. This time I bring you my review analysis and theories regarding the events in chapter 1097 of the One Piece manga. This chapter is crucial for the history of several characters in this manga, including Kuma. We delve into Kuma's past after the God Valley incident, as well as the origins of Kuma's alliance with Dragon and Ivankov, which eventually led to the creation of what we now know as the Revolutionary Army. Undoubtedly, this chapter raises many questions about current situations that currently lack explanations, but we'll discuss each of these step by step. The chapter begins 8 years after the God Valley incident, where the Tenryubito attacked God Valley with various slaves and organized the competition that they do every 3 years. Kuma is now a shepherd at 17 years old. And all of this happened 30 years ago. We also meet GINNY, who has grown into a beautiful 21-year-old woman, bearing an undeniable resemblance to Bonnie. We'll discuss this resemblance in more detail in a separate video. Kuma devotes himself to being a shepherd in the village church, where all the elders come to have their afflictions cured by him, known as the Miracle Hand. This detail about Kuma is fascinating as it reflects his great heart and kindness. He takes on the pain of the elders once a week because he believes that if he doesn't, it will return to its owners. He only wants everyone to be happy. We're introduced to King Begori of the Sorbet Kingdom, a recent ruler who aims to please the Tenryubito by imposing heavy celestial tributes that the elders can seldom afford. They mention a case where an elder died in prison from hunger 25 years ago for failing to pay their celestial tribute. At this point, Kuma was 22 years old. Here, GINNY practically proposes to him, expressing her willingness to make him happy, but Kuma declines, not because he doesn't love her or because he isn't fond of her. He worries that she might end up suffering the same fate as his parents. He doesn't want that for GINNY or their future children. An interesting detail is that Kuma was already a fan of the actions taken by Dragon at this time. As we see him reading the newspaper, Dragon has become a wanted figure. The story progresses to when Kuma is 25 years old, and things take a darker turn in the Sorbet Kingdom. King Begori establishes a new law, splitting the kingdom into the north and south, with the north being the official Sorbet Kingdom and the south for the elderly and those with meager resources who can't afford the celestial tribute. These people are treated as garbage. Kuma strongly opposes this, leading to his imprisonment alongside GINNY and a few other characters who have been around since Kuma and GINNY were children. These characters bear a striking resemblance to those who later became part of Bonnie's crew. Seen during the Sabaody Archipelago saga, this is a highly intriguing detail, and we'll delve into it more in a theory video regarding Bonnie and GINNY's relationship. Is GINNY Bonnie's mother, and is Kuma her father, or did Kuma raise Bonnie as his daughter? Dragon arrives at the Sorbet Kingdom with the Revolutionary Army, or what was then known as the Liberation Army, to force King Begori to step down. This is thanks to Ivankov, who informs Dragon about Kuma. They arrive in search of Kuma as one of the pillars of what would later become the Revolutionary Army. GINNY joins them and eventually becomes one of the captains of one of the factions within the Revolutionary Army, a position currently held by Bello Betty. Fast forward 8 years from that point within the Revolutionary Army, liberating people and being part of the revolution. On the last page, GINNY meets her army, and they are thrilled to reunite with Kuma. Everyone admires GINNY as well as Kuma for being the only one who could steal GINNY's heart, the person they all admire. At this point, Monkey D. Dragon receives news that GINNY has been kidnapped. This is undoubtedly a very interesting chapter, full of history and information, even though it doesn't have significant action sequences. It's important as it explains the origins of many things. Regarding GINNY's kidnapping, it's possible that it's not the world government or the Tenryubito seeking revenge on Kuma, as many might think at this point. It could be an enemy, possibly a pirate, who took them by surprise. Oda is likely building suspense to make us wonder what happened to GINNY. If it were the world government or the Tenryubito, it would lead to GINNY's death and Kuma leaving the Revolutionary Army to become a warlord, which I believe isn't the direction the story is taking. These events of GINNY's kidnapping seem to have occurred 14 years ago, so in the next few chapters, we might learn that GINNY was abducted by a pirate or someone who opposes the ideals of the Revolutionary Army. Kuma and his companions will probably rescue GINNY, and this might be the moment when Kuma realizes GINNY's importance to him. This could lead to Kuma and GINNY deciding to be together as a couple, resulting in the birth of Bonnie. Remember, we previously discussed that Bonnie may not be as old as she appears due to her devil fruit powers, and this this could be explored in future chapters. What do you think about everything we've discussed in this video? Share your theories and impressions about chapter 1097 in the comments section. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. That helps me a lot to keep growing, and activate the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you whenever I upload a new video. Otherwise, you won't be notified when I release my new videos. Thank you very much for all the support, and without further ado, until next time.